I mean, Connor McDavid, he might be the biggest fraud in all the land. McDavid stinks. He's a softie. What a joke. Oh, man, it's tough to watch.
Gunnar Henderson is not invited to the White Boy Center.
If I was at that game and Zach Campbell came running down, breathing down my neck to catch a home run ball, he would catch an elbow to the nostrils. That's a fact.
He's looking like he's a fucking outfielder in the World Series, man. He's standing in the stands in right field.
He put his glove up there. It wasn't even anywhere close. It looks like Victor Robles playing defense for the Mariners. This guy wasn't even in the same state as catching that home run ball. Check the guy's vision. Somebody put some glasses on Pa. He can't see a thing.
100 fly ball, 100 fly ball, 100 fly ball.
No way.
Oh, yeah!
No fucking way, Trent.
Out of 10 of them, see what I'm saying? I'ma make them see what I'm saying. First they won't smoke, now they just playing. Nigga real hoes, you know what I'm saying?
And no goots, L screen, W's. How we doing, ladies and gents? Welcome to BTL episode 503 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you're not tracking your bets on Bookit, what are you doing? Start tracking your bets over there. Grow up. All right, go check it out. I promise once you do, you're going to keep using it every single day like us. Okay, guys? W's, L intro there. No goots today. He's taking the day off as he much deserved it. All right, at the beach. W Goots is just us two today. We'll be all right, though. Old school. Jovan, great call in the squad ride last night, my man. W's. Good fucking work, dudes. Good fucking work. That's what I'm talking about. Twins ML, free. They made us sweat a little bit early. I know they took a lead. They gave it up. They got it back. But great play, man. Trust.
Yeah, that was huge.
Came through.
Showed some hearts.
Some serious hearts. Yep. I wish the Diamondbacks showed that much heart.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool, Krabs.
Brutal.
That would have been pretty cool.
We absolutely killed it on the Sharp Report once again yesterday. I think I had the only blemish. Jovan, the only blemish. Brutal. I feel bad. I feel like I let the team down. Went 4-1. Not good enough. Sheesh.
4-1's nothing to cry home about. Especially because that one was a moose shit hook.
Yeah, that was a moose hook.
Even though
it was an absolute moose hook.
Did love the Twins insurance in the bottom.
It was insurance, yes, of course. Some State Farm. All right.
State Farm.
We got Pip coming in, resubbing. He appreciates the 9 for 10 on the Sharp Report here. W Pip. Paul M4C coming in as well. Crone Zone banned. Sure. Definitely banned. We got Big Bubs coming in, resubbing. Jovan, any comments about the Crone Zone and Paul's little statement there about him getting banned?
Yeah, he might be banned.
Yeah.
But might have to go right back to it today. I'm not going to lie.
Dude. He might be banned, but I'm taking him again today for more units.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm on that side, Krabs. And he's going to be green. So,
we'll
be seeing when it happens.
We'll see. W Big Bobs, W Pip, W Paul, W Jacobson 07 resubbing as well. Love that. All right. I don't know if that was during TMA or BTL. Either way, W's. If you guys caught me on TMA earlier, if you missed it, you can go back and rewatch on the YouTubes. Okay. We talked some PLL. If you're interested in some PLL early looks for the weekend, go check out TMA. Go back and rewatch. Okay. Up an insane amount of U's because of the Sharp Report. W's, Daniel. Yes.
Dubs.
2 words. Yes. Love that. The Sharp Reports have been doing their jobs. That's for sure. And yes, great call, Jovan, on the Rays team total, saying the rain delay would be clutch. My goodness, could not have been clutcher. Could not have been more clutch.
That Royals bullpen is very bad at baseball, if we haven't learned that already.
Somebody was sweating that as the last leg of a parlay, and they got absolutely tucked in. They've been in REM sleep for hours. Look at that.
Probably still hasn't woken up.
This is why we sub. This is why we play, Luke. Jovan, 5-0 day from you. Couldn't have been better. You had other calls and other games that were just as sharp, if not sharper. The floor is yours. Any comments after a great day?
Not too much. Twins did job. Red Sox beat the shit out of Belozo. Exact score. That was what I say was probably a little more impressive than the Rays bullpen or the Rays rain delay getting into the bullpen and getting their team total that way. So I mean, yeah, a lot of jobs did. Elias did job. Kirby had like a decent game, but still went under his fantasy score. That was kind of exactly how I called it too. So can't complain, Krabs. out of your winners too, even though like you went 4-1, and yes, we will get the doc up and moving soon. I mean, your 4 winners were air. Like not a single bead of sweat on any of those 4.
People hated that first 5 under. I'm not going to say who, but people hated it.
Hey, I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. That shit was air.
Yeah, I've had a good read of that series so far. I don't know how I feel about that game today, though. But again, another low-scoring start to that game, and we saw some late runs, mainly from the Mets once again. Oh,
sure.
Brutal. We go to OT, extra innings, back-to-back games in that series and lose both. That just can't happen. That cannot happen.
Simply.
You know what can happen, though? A Pax Picks 5U wow. That
go.
can happen. Let's go,
Pax
Picks. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 subbies coming in from Pax Picks. We love that on a Wednesday afternoon. Okay. Talk about getting the vibes up. We got a hype train moving and grooving. Those don't come around often on Wednesdays. Those don't grow on trees. W's, chats. Doing your jobs. Yeah, how about DJ Hers doing his job out there once again? Another gem.
Literally him.
Another gem from the kids. He's now had 2 10-plus strikeout games in his first 6 major league starts. That's absurd. Okay, one of them, he had 13 strikeouts. This kid has unbelievable stuff. DJ Ers, remember the name, guys. If you're not hip, go back and watch some of his highlights. What a start from him last night. I'm ashamed we blew it, right? Once again, our bullpen blew it again, but more than Corbin ever could. Yeah, he's got great stuff. Young lefty. He's a beast. All right, somebody grab Giovanni's Broomski, please. Do me a favor. All-Star game jerseys just dropped. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the All-Star game. I really am. I'm really blown that we're probably not going to see the best shortstop in baseball, CJ Abrams, but I'm happy that we get to potentially go to this All-Star game coming up in a few weeks.
He's got to be there, Krabs.
He's not going to be there. I'm telling you. I've already seen it. The same bullshit happened last year. Lane Thomas had an even better first half of the season. We forget about it because his terrible second half. But remember how good of a first half Lane Thomas had last year? He didn't even go.
Yeah. Well, who did the Nats send last year?
It was Josiah Gray.
Who else are they going to send this year, though? That's the question.
Kyle Finnegan.
Finnegan over CJ Abrams?
Yes, they're going to bring a freaking reliever because that's an easier move for Major League Baseball if they bring a fucking reliever off one of these shitty teams.
Well, I think I think you're forgetting too the starting shortstop that's going to win the vote is probably not playing.
I mean, yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah,
and then Trey Turner just got back.
Trey Turner just got back and is also hurt. So it's got to be CJ in there somewhere. Even though
Trey's back now, though he's playing, huh?
Yeah, I mean the starting shortstop should be right up there in the top right of the Dinger Tuesday graphic.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, I'm happy you and Goots hit one last night. I swear to God, I'm the worst Dinger Tuesday better of all time. I'm just gonna say, I can't buy one. I can't lock in. All I do is pick losers.
It wasn't your slate because there were a couple of goats and then a couple of randoms. There weren't like the in between guys, which is like that's what you like to bet. I guess is what we all.
Chad, if anybody's got Rex, if anybody has advice on how to do this Dinger Tuesday thing, let me know. James Wood, no home run. Was that in his fucking no home run lay? There's no way that was in there.
That was definitely in there.
Trent, what the fuck, dude? What was that? Just poking the bear for no reason?
No reason.
We need James Wood to show up today against a righty. Gets his first start against a right-hander. Thank God. It was supposed to be another lefty again. I know when I was looking at the series before it started, it was supposed to be back-to-back-to-back lefties for the Mets, but somebody got scratched. Now they got this Scott guy pitching. And that's got life today. We'll see how it goes.
Kind of a dog, Krabs. Don't sleep.
Yeah, he's solid. Oh, 2 games in, they're already saying send him down. Unbelievable.
That was crazy.
Unbelievable, dude. Yeah, Jovan, thoughts on the Savali trade?
I mean, I hate that we traded him to the Brewers because I know exactly what he's going to do. He's like the unluckiest pitcher in baseball right now. So that's going to come to a head, and he's going to be Cy Young. There's like nowhere to put him. I hate that we let him go because I'm really scared of the guys getting injured. But like realistically, Shane Baz is coming back, I think Friday, which is going to be super cool because they're coming here to play the Rangers that day. So I'll probably have to be boots on ground for that.
Sure.
He's coming back. I think Springs is supposed to be back very soon too. So there's really nowhere to put him. I was hoping they would go with like a 6-man rotation for a while, take a little strain off the bullpen and just see how it works. But it's not happening. So we'll see. As long as they stay healthy, like it'll be fine. We don't really need them. But second somebody gets hurt, it's kind of tough.
All right. We got a Budman subby coming in. W, fellas, from Budman. Thank you for the tag again, Budman. Thank you for the subby. They're flowing today, Javon.
There we go.
All right. The people need winners. Flava Frazier said, bring out the sharp report. I got a fucking tea time. Hurry the hell up. Let's get moving and grooving. Guys, no Steam Krabs segment, but I will tell you, that Diamondbacks loss last night, that hurts. That hurts. That was bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Oh, that sucked. I thought we were going to have a perfect day. I'm putting an extra unit on the fucking, excuse me, D-backs late nights, right, to take the edge off here. I walked around these baseball fields yesterday trying to ask people if I could celeb hits. I'm not going to tell you guys shit about it either, so don't ask me, but there'll be a video out this week about it. Okay, so make sure you check that out on YouTube's. But I'm done, leaving the baseball fields after being there for hours, Javon, and I'm just wanting one more late night winner after a great day so far. Just one at Plus Chicken against the Dodgers. They take the lead late, and they blow it in the bottom of the ninth. Brutal beats. Absolutely brutal beats. And they updated the home run goat whales, Trent saying. W's. Chat, that was a brutal L if you had the Snakes last night. I'm sorry if you tailed because you saw our tweets. Brutal. We'll get you back today with another squad ride W, though. All right? We got I Burnham coming in resubbing. Giving out a subby to the people. Let's go, I Burnham. Sure we can. All right, Javon, let's cut the shit. Let's hop right in. All right, let's talk about some plays for today. Can I take you to the Philly and Cubs game?
You can take me there, yeah?
Sure. Let's talk about it. I like the under in this game between Wheeler and Shota. I know we've got a AAA lineup for the Phillies. They got a bunch of their guys on the IL, and I know they don't hit lefties well, but I'm willing to lean into that today, that little bit of a square angle, and I'm going to back Shota, who's been moose shit recently, to go out there and do his job. That's why I have his more than fantasy score down there in the bottom left sector. Okay, I think Shota goes out there and absolutely shoves today, maybe even gets a win. I like the Cubbies. I lean that way, but I like the under a little bit more. Okay, we're seeing this total drop from 8 to 7.5. The juice is loose on the under as well. And I think it's going to be a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel on TV. There's not crazy wind blowing out in this game today. And Shota's fantasy score was a little bit higher than I thought it would be against the Phillies. I know it's against, their backups, but I don't care. Still on paper, that's a crazy look. I want to lean into that and back Shota to go out there, throw a gem, cash his fantasy score, and then cash our under as well in this game. I don't like either team to score runs.
Yeah, I'm in on that under. I do think Shota's going to start pitching. I don't know, if not a middle ground. He's not going to get rocked every start. Probably going to see more of what we saw last start out when he gave up like 3. He wasn't Cy Young, but he didn't get completely destroyed either. So especially with the Phillies lineup in the state that it's in, it's probably going to get one of those starts today. So I'm in. Take me through another one of your plays. So I'm updating the banner.
Sure. I'll talk about your Rays. How about them apples? I like your Rays again today. I like your Rays to sweep the Royals. I like Pepioid today. I want to back Pepioid to shove and take them on the ML once again. Don't let the Rays get hot. It might be too late. They've played pretty solid baseball recently. They've won 3 of their last 4. They won that series against the Nats. They just beat the Royals in the first game of that series yesterday. I think they keep that momentum flowing. I like Pepioid today. I want to fade Waka, who's got a better ERA, better name. But I like Pepioid. I know he always has that one bad inning, but you've seen Cash kind of manage around it, pull him early if need be. And that Rays bullpen, I feel like, isn't getting worse. So with the total down from 8.5 to 8, I'll trust Pepioid to keep this game close and the Rays bats to pull it out late. Give me the ML. I think they steal another game here. And like we've talked about, the Royals bats are dead. Personally, I think they are. Still They're 7 games over 500, but I want to fade them, lean into Pepioid. I think he has a great start, potentially his best start of the season. And I like the Rays to steal another win on the roads.
Yeah, I'm in. I like the Rays again today, too. I think they're going to do well in the series. The only thing that scared me a little bit, doesn't really scare me off of it, but I didn't put them on the sharp report because Pepioid's been dog meat on the road like the last couple of starts that he's been on the road. I'm getting kind of scared that it might be a thing, but yeah, against the Royals, I don't think that's going to matter too much today. Plus, like, the bats wise, like every time the Rays face a team with a dog shit bullpen, they take advantage every single time it gets late in the game. Like you saw that in the Nats series in those 2 games where they needed some insurance. You saw that yesterday with the rain delay, and same's probably going to happen the rest of the series, I think. So I'm in. I'm with you.
All right. Big Cheesy, did not miss it. There'll be a video out this week on the Bookit Sports YouTube. Okay. I'm not telling you shit about it either, so don't ask me. We got BTL 4-man. has been deployed. Goods. People forget that cash last night. All right, Trent's been doing this. He's been preaching this to the choir, guys. He just locks in a 4-man, shows up to BTL every day. All right, so he's locked in, checks out the 4 squares up there on the sharp report, and he puts them together in a 4-piece. Simple, effective, efficient, and last night was profitable. Okay, went 4-0, and he cashed. I believe he made 5 racks off of the sharp report 4-piece. Don't let that get swept. Okay,
can't get swept.
Take me to the over in the Angels and the A's game tonight. What do you like about that?
Yeah, I thought this one was pretty interesting, seeing a move from 8 to 8.5 with these two teams and these two pitchers, I guess you could say. I think everybody knows Davis Daniel is not actually good, but he just had his first start, coming out last game and threw an 8-inning shutout where he was perfect for a lot of the game. And the thing is, I think everybody sees, because I've seen a lot of Davis Daniel, like K's especially, because the line looks enticing and the A's are dog meat against the righties. They strike out all the time. Seen a lot of that on Twitter. I was looking into it, and the big difference between the A's and the Tigers, who the Angels just faced and Davis Daniel just faced in his first start, there were a lot of called strikes in that game. So, the Tigers were not swinging at shit. I don't know if that was an objective, but also looking at the actual numbers, Z swing, which is the amount of pitches that they swing at in the zone. For comparison, the A's are 7th highest and the Tigers are 3rd least, meaning that they're taking a lot of strikes. So for a guy with a 92 mile per hour fastball and off speed that's very slow and loopy and just kind of sits in the zone, it's pretty good against the Tigers. Even though the A's aren't great against righties, that's not great against the A's because they swing a lot. So a lot of balls are going to be put in play, and I don't think that's going to end up well for Davis Daniel, which is why I think the A's score runs off of him. It's why part of the reason why I like his less than fantasy score, which is a square at the bottom of my sharp report. So I think we see kind of like a Belozo, who had a really good first time out, and I faded him yesterday with the Red Sox. A's are not the Red Sox, but I think they get to him. And then on the other side, Joey Estes is a guy that I don't really believe in. He's a little inconsistent. Sometimes he has good stuff, sometimes he doesn't. I think he's going to have kind of a mid-start, nothing great, nothing terrible. But again, getting to the A's bullpen and the Angels bullpen. A's bullpen has been better, but the Angels bullpen is certainly not. So I think this has potential, if you need it to be like a Mets-Nats game where you see a bunch of runs at the end. But I think Davis Daniel really, really struggles. So kind of banking on the A's bats in that one.
That's why you're taking his less than 30.5 fantasy score as well.
I am doing that. Yeah,
sure.
I think he struggles. So a lot of balls are going to be put in play. The A's are going to be swinging, and they strike out against heavy strikeout pitchers. This is Davis Daniel, who's throwing 92 and an 80 mile per hour changeup that the Tigers were just staring at. The A's are at least going to be swinging at it.
Sure. Couple things in chat here. Looks like this guy cannot comprehend how no Jared Jones walks allowed is on the sharp report. Yeah, I wanted to do it, but it seemed a little forced. The chart is extremely, extremely green. Yes, I wanted to take his less than 1.5 walks allowed, but the problem is it's minus 130 to the over on the book, so I'm just going to go ahead and let that one splooge off to the side. Okay, I don't want to lock that one in. Get weird vibes from it. Feels a little bit forced. Jared Jones, big name guy. He's just been super wild as well. Baseball brain kind of going off in my head. Little baseball brain alert telling me, don't be as sharp as you can with that square. I think he might end up just being wild as heck once again. Minus 130. I'm staying off. I'm good.
Yeah, fair.
God, the gray rod under hits allowed was so sharp as well. Jake, we were seeing the board clear as day yesterday once again. Clear as day. Okay. Jovan, I like that play. I like runs. I like Oakland on the ML. I like them plus 1.5. I like the over in the game. I like fading Davis Daniel after an 8-inning 4-hit, no run, or actually, sorry, 8-inning 1 run, or no runs, 1 hit. Oh my God, He almost threw a no-hitter in that outing.
Yeah, he had one going for a while.
He almost threw a no-no in that first.
I forgot to mention that too to you when
That's
you're talking
crazy.
about the Rays. When you're talking about the Rays game, Walker had a perfect game through 7.
Wow, that's the W-Nug as well.
A month ago.
W-Nug.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'm loving the Rays today, man. I'm taking them on the ML.
Yep. Gonna have to.
All right. What about the Reds? You like them plus 1.5 today against the Yankees? Ooh, I'm in. Sign me up.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a pretty close game, which the Reds, sneakily, people aren't talking about it and people don't realize because they don't give a shit. But the Reds bullpen has been Yankees level over the past month or so. They've been really, really good. So they've been playing a lot of games like these where if they're starters like Hunter Green, Andrew Abbott, a lot of those guys who have pitched pretty well, like Graham Ashcraft kept them in the game obviously yesterday. But wasn't too close to the end until, Judge nuked and it got close 5-3. But then playing a lot of these close games, their starters have been doing well. And yeah, shout out Judge. But in this game, like Andrew Abbott is actually really, really good at pitching on like top heavy lineups because he is so good at kind of nibbling around the zone and like he'll walk some guys short, but he is really good at kind of getting himself out of troubles. Like in this start, I think he does pretty well. And even if he gives up the straight Judge nuke, I mean, everybody's on today, of course, because it's a lefty on the mound who gives up a lot of home runs and a lot of fly balls, or used to at the very least. I think he can dice through the bottom of that lineup. So I think he's in a pretty good spot today. And Rodon, I just kind of want to keep fading him until he figures it out. Like there's probably going to be a decent amount of whiffs in the Reds lineup because there has been against lefties, but their overall numbers against lefties are actually pretty good because they have a little platoon lineup they run out there. Like they're probably going to lead off Stuart Fairchild, who is a lefty killer, can't hit a righty to save his life. They're going to put Ellie out there. He's hitting lefties well now. I think he hit his home run from the right side yesterday, which was huge. They got a bunch of guys. Tyler Stevenson's going to be in there. Luke Maley's probably going to be in there. One of them's DH and one of them's catching. Who knows? But like their numbers against lefties are good. I think they're going to hang against Rodon today, even if they strike out quite a bit. And I think this game's going to be close at the end. So just in case there's any late game goosage, +1.5, you might need it.
You might need it. You might need it. Might as well take it. Might as well take it. I like the over in this game. I like runs. I'm curious as to why you back the Reds on the +1.5 here instead of just maybe a little sharp over with the total now moving up to 9 some places. Why'd you go with the +1.5 instead of the over?
I mean, I'm not in love with runs because, I mean, I'm taking it because I think Andrew Abbott pitches pretty well, which he tends to do in big spots like this. So, I don't think he gets destroyed. I don't think Rodon gets destroyed either. It kind of gives me like I could see it going over and it being like a 5-4 type game, really either way. I just think it's going to be pretty close late, and Abbott keeps him in there. So, like, I don't really have a strong total lean.
Okay. All right. Stick with your Reds. I'm down to fade Rodon, even if the Yankees are getting steamed. Everyone's probably betting on him. Yeah. Rodon's been terrible. His velo's down. People are crushing his changeup. Excuse me. They're destroying his changeup, dudes. Because he can't rely on that fastball, which he throws like 60% of the time. Typically, that's his best pitch. As he gets older, as the seasons go on, he's got no juice. He's been getting crushed out there. The velo's down. He's got nothing. Nothing special from Rodon. I'm so down to lean into that and fade him. I'm in. All 4 squad ride options yesterday smacked?
Did they actually?
That's crazy.
I know we had obviously the Twins and the O's. What were the other ones?
We had, let's see, Twins, Rays team total over, O's, and the Rangers on the ML, which was maybe the freest play of the day.
Yeah, those were free.
People forget that.
People don't talk about that.
Speaking of the Rangers, and yeah, nobody talks about it. Speaking of the Rangers, though, I'm going back to the well today. I'm taking them.
A little head-to-head here, Krabs.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. God, dude, you got the Padres on the ML. Jesus Christ. I think John Gray goes out there and does his job today. Doesn't look like you agree. But I want to back the momentum here for the Rangers. I talked about it on Mikey's show earlier on TMA, but the Rangers have had nothing really good happen to them this season. They've been hurt. They're 7 games under 500 still, even after 2 wins. Nothing's going great. All right, they're not going to make the playoffs. Nobody believes in them. Everybody's making fun of them for winning the World Series last year. Now they stink. Life is not good. The Padres right now, life is the opposite for them. I know they're coming off of 2 losses, but before that, they were on absolute fire. The Padres, 3 games over 500. They're sitting in the wild card spot, sitting pretty right this second. They're playing some good baseball. They're playing some inspired baseball. They're motivated. They're showing up. They're winning games, unlike they did the last couple seasons. They're playing good ball overall. But the last 2 games for both these 2 teams have gone very differently. And I think that's going to continue for one more game. Give me the Rangers. They're catching 10 cents of steam here. I'm going to back Gray, whose pitching outs is getting bumped up. I think that's a great sign for a pitcher to do well, especially with a guy like Gray, who's inconsistent all over the place, effectively wild. You never know how he's going to do out there. You never know how long he's going to go into a game. But his pitching outs has been getting moved up all day. It's up to 16 now on Prize Picks. The juice is loose on the over on the books. I think he goes out there and shoves. I like that square on Prize Picks, the more than 16 pitching outs. And I think he goes out there and gets a win for his team. I know they're minus 140 here, but this Missouri kid, isn't he coming off a good start as well? Missouri coming off like his one good start, I believe.
I mean, he gave up 4 against the Nats. I don't know if I'll call that a good start.
For him, that might be.
I mean, that was
For him, that might be his best start of the year.
second most runs he's given up in a start.
Yeah, not good.
So not great.
Well, before that, he was nails. Before that, he gave up 3 and 2. Yeah, I don't think this kid's very good though. The Nats could put up 4 runs against him.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is with Missouri. He has a walk problem. So like a lot of the patient teams like are putting up runs against him. Like that was the issue. Like the D-backs, who are one of the most patient teams against righties in all of baseball, or at least they were at that point. They haven't been as of late. They put up 8 runs. That was like his worst start. But where I'm looking at the Rangers right now, the Rangers take the third least walks in the league. So I'm thinking, I mean, they've been really swing happy, and I think that's not going to work against Missouri because he's going to have a pretty short leash as is. I mean, that lineup has been bad. They just come off of a 7-0 shutout. They've been good the last 2 games, whatever you want to call it. Also, I believe they're getting Corey Seager back, Krabs, today.
Oof. Is that true?
So, yeah, pretty sure that's the plan, which that doesn't really affect the numbers, but a little good news there for them. So I think Missouri can be kind of decent because that's been his big problem. Like, I remember when we squad rode him in the start against the Brewers when that game was in San Diego. That was what really like got him into trouble towards the end of that start. He started walking the ballpark and then gave up the big fly. And if he's able to avoid that against the Rangers, I think he's going to be decent. I don't think he's going to go out there and throw a shutout, but he's probably going no more than 5 innings. Like he's only gone more than 5 innings once out of the couple starts. Like the runs or the starts that he gave up 3 and 2, he went 4 2/3 and 3 2/3. So they know where his limits are. So I'm fine with that. They also, like, for whatever reason, you remember Luke Weaver for the Reds last year, what they did every time he came to the mound? That's what they've been kind of doing with Missouri lately. They've been giving him run support every single time. And like lately, I mean, they put up 9 against the Nats. They put up 7 against the Brewers in those 2 starts. His last 2 starts. So now they're coming off of a shutout where they pulled the starters early last night. And now they're facing John Gray, which the entirety of that lineup has ridiculous numbers against. I think they bounce back with a win.
Surely that has to continue, right?
Yeah, I think it does. It's not even like the BVP numbers. It's just like John Gray, if you look at when he's been moosed, when he's been locked in, there's a clear correlation. Any lineup that has a bunch of lefties that hit fastballs well, he's gotten destroyed by. And guess where the Padres rank in that category, Krabs?
I'm assuming top 5.
Number 3. So banking on them today to bounce back.
All right. High total. Should be some runs, right? Could be a weird game. See how it plays out. All right. We're on 2 different sides there. I guess we can cancel that puppy out for the squad rides. Always hate when we're on different sides, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Well, I got that John Gray pitching out square as well. Rangers are actually about to win 15 straight. Primer. Come on, Primer. No. Remember, they only won 2 games. Okay, we can't act like they're going back to the World Series. Okay. We got Subbanks coming in. We got T. Schneids coming in. 5-man was cash last night from all your guys' plays. Can't thank you guys enough for bringing the winners every day. Keep on keeping on. W.T. Schneids coming in for 21 months. Love that. W.T. Schneids. ZDZ Bets coming in. What's up?
I don't know how people drink tea, Krabs.
Drink
totally
tea?
Totally unrelated, but I literally had to get one because I'm so tired of having the same fucking shit of nothing. So I literally went to Starbucks and I was like, shit, I'm gonna get one of these random teas. That shit is disgusting.
Like a hot tea?
Yeah, like a what is it
I'm
called?
out on that.
Yeah, like jade citrus bullshit.
Does it have caffeine? Does tea have caffeine in it?
I know some of them do. I think this one has like only a little.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm dying.
Sweet tea's good. I agree. Yeah, hot tea in Dallas is a crazy move, but Jovan can't really eat that much shit right now.
Dude,
So,
I'm like getting so deep in every single menu of like places that I actually can eat from. I'm ordering like the most ridiculous shit. It's like I'm ordering the kava bowls with nothing on them.
I mean, I can confirm when I saw your kava bowl down there was like 3 things in there.
It's literally the only thing I can have is rice, the 2 kinds of rice, the saffron rice, the brown rice, and just chicken. Can't get anything else. I'm like,
well, home stretch, power throw. We got ZDZ Bets coming in, resubbing as well. Appreciate you boys for everything you've done these past months. Also, y'all made me about 12.5 units last night. Holy smokes, ZDZs.
Let's go.
That's a lot of units. Fuck yeah. W's. Thanks for talent. Fishing for Bets, resubbing for 4 months as well. We got One Soul's Hype coming in, resubbing. 42 balls, go yard yesterday. Of course, I didn't place a single home run leg. There were 42 home runs last night.
There was a lot of home runs.
Holy smokes, too. And I couldn't pick a single one. Jesus.
There's no way. There's no way Riley Brass in YouTube chat slurping this team.
All right. Well, now we know.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Bro.
He's standing on business. He's saying, I'm a tea guy, and I don't care who knows it. Try this one tea. It might be better.
No, that's the one I have.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Damn, that's beat.
I'm out.
Shit.
I'm out.
All right. Well, let me know if it gives you any energy or anything like that. I'm curious if tea even works or what it does.
I mean, I'm not like drinking it for energy. It's just like I've been eating plain chicken, rice, and water for a month.
Yeah.
It's fucking moose, dude.
I'm gonna have to just start grabbing some rotisserie chickens.
No, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Just pick at them. It's just
like a fucking bird.
I'm to the point where I'm just like, screw it. I might just go and get a Big Mac.
No, dude, you are this close. You gotta keep eating good.
I don't know if I'm close, dude. I don't know if I'm close. I feel like it should we got a point of resolution by now. I think I'm just in the fuck it stage.
I don't know, dude. Maybe your stomach just hates good foods now. It's changing, it's adapting, it's growing up right in front of you.
I mean, yeah.
Your stomach hates fun. It's like the way I bet.
It's not even like that. Yeah. Like I wouldn't have a problem like if I could actually eat food, but I'm full after 2 bites.
All right. Well, are you gonna tell chat what the fuck you got going on with your stomach so they stop asking?
I mean, long story short, got like a stomach bug, and ever since then, like I'm just not hungry, can't eat food. So it's like I don't know.
But you're going to the doctor, and it's gonna get better eventually, hopefully. And for now, you can only eat rotisserie chickens. That's about it.
It's so much.
Okay.
I have to eat plain as ma. I went to the hospital, took every test under the sun. Nothing wrong with me. Not a thing.
Healthy as an ox.
Healthy as like they literally like they wrote up in the report. They give you like an organ by organ report. It said like literally the word by word. It said pristine, 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 pristine.
Healthy as an ox.
Like what are we doing, bro?
Brutal. Yeah, maybe Chelly when Chelly gets back, he can cook you up some different chickens.
That might make me yak again.
I might kill you.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Chops up, Benny?
Yeah, I ain't chopping, man. I ain't chopping, bro.
Anyways, let's lock in here. All right, we got a couple more minutes. Actually, we got about 40 more minutes. We're chilling on time. We got plenty of it. Tyler O'Neill, you talk about him going back to the well with your Red Sox play?
Yeah, I don't love the Red Sox in that game, to be honest with you. I think he talked about that on TMA. I do think, I mean, the total's high. Brian Bayo, something's wrong with him, and it's not just the fact that he sucks against lefties, and there are definitely a couple of them for the Marlins that can give him trouble today. So, like, overall, I think that game kind of screams runs. But anytime the Red Sox are facing a lefty that I think they could at least score some runs off against, I'm required to take Tyler O'Neill, especially when the hit run RBI is on the board, because he is far and away the best lefty killer, far and away, I think, the best matchup against Trevor Rogers, who's going to let you get the ball in the air plenty, and that's when you get damage against him. So, yeah, Tyler O'Neill, I think the Red Sox do still score off of Trevor Rogers today, even though he's been a little better as of recently, like his last couple starts, and Tyler O'Neill's going to be in the thick of it. So, I like his hit run RBI. Wouldn't be surprised if he hits one into, what is it, the Clevelander that's in Miami out there. They still got it in the field.
Yeah. That weird fucking thing out there in left center.
Yeah.
I hate that thing.
You would be the guy to hate that thing.
That stadium is like the worst. You're talking about the big structure out there in left center that like moves and shit when they hit a home run?
No. That's been gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have
what are you
in
talking
left
about?
field, they have a club like in the stadium.
Oh, they have a club in the Miami Marlins stadium?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's like the least surprising thing ever, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's been gone for years. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that in a while, Matt. That's a good point. They got that thing out of there immediately.
It was Jeter, I think, who took that out.
Jeter said, get that shit out of here.
Yeah. Put it out.
People forget they had Derek Jeter working for them. Was he the GM? He might have been the GM.
So? Yeah.
God, you got to be a bad GM if you're Derek Jeter and you're getting fired, right?
No, I mean the I don't know, the moral that's a longer conversation with what the Marlins have been doing, but yeah,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
wasn't a
yeah,
good fit.
they've been
He
doing
wasn't
some
a good
stupid
fit.
shit.
Kim was a great fit. She didn't want anybody to be the boss of her, rightfully so, and it's just that's a shit org out there.
Shit org. I'm with you. All right, I think we've covered all these plays, I believe. Jovan, let's see if we can run back a 9 out of 10 day. All right, I would take that any day of the week, twice
Or
on
better.
Sundays. What's your favorite play on your card today?
I would say it's probably that over
Okay.
in Oakland.
Yep. All right. I think I like the Rays the most today. Trusting my gut. When I pivoted yesterday away from that first 5 under, you talked me off of it. I still bet it and it smacked, but pivoted to Texas today. I'm trusting my gut once again. Not going to pivot though. I already knew it going in. It's your Rays on the ML. Loving them today.
There you go.
Pepe
Talk to me, Krabs.
backing him, not fading him, but backing him with duffels in his hands. Okay. W's. Krabs Legends. Last time you said it wasn't good. Could you please give me 2 ML pack? If it hits, I'll give subs. Yeah, I had to decipher that one real quick here. Do we have a certified Cubs ML? Mikey, I don't know. I like the Cubs ML, but I like that under so much more, man. Jovan, what do you think about the Cubs ML?
I think I'm good. I really just don't want to fade the Phillies while they're beating and batting down, to be honest with you. And I definitely don't want to do it with the Cubs because the Cubs are rat shit.
Okay.
So I think you take that. I mean, he's not going to take that under because Mikey don't take unders, but I think that's the play of the game.
All right, Mikey, it might have to just be the Mariners today, man. Going back to Logan Gilbert, your guy.
I like the Mariners.
Same. There was something else I saw in here that I wanted to pull up. I guess we can craft up a 2-piece for this guy. I mean, it could just be Rays ML and
over in Oakland.
That over in Oakland.
2 favorite plays.
2-piece. Yeah, 2 favorite plays for today. What do you think about that, big dog? Little 2-piece parlay for you. If it smacks, you're giving some subbies. My favorite play, Rays ML. Javon's favorite play, the Oakland over. I like that. I could get down with that puppy.
Sure.
All right. And then somebody in chat was asking about the over in the Marlins game. You like runs in the Marlins game?
I do. I think that was another interesting 8 to 8.5 or 8 to juicy 8, whatever it is. So, I mean, I think Bayo, the only reason or the only way the Marlins win that game is if they rock Bayo. I think that's a very likely possibility because he's been dog meat, and a lot of those lefties could take him yard. I mean, Jazz is live. Jesus Sanchez is live. He might take him to the fucking moon. One of those guys is, or both of those guys are probably doing some things tonight.
All right. Yeah, I like that over as well. I don't know if I'm going to get to the counter with that, but if it gets to 8.5, I could be interested. Looks like it's on the way. Okay. Loving the Rays, though, man. Loving the Rays. If you want the Cubs, it's back Shota and take first 5. Bullpen leads the league in blown saves, notoriously known for blowing late leads over there in Chicago. Yeah, you're probably right. I think the under is just a better play, to be honest with you. I think both guys shove. All right. Dubs. Well, we can scroll through some slates. This is a crazy question. Krabs, what was your batting average in baseball? 236, Big Cheesy? That's disrespect. After we go 9 out of 10 on the Sharp Report, he's saying I'm hitting 236.
236 is crazy.
Dude, I was hitting like 336 senior year.
It's a slugger.
Yeah. Batting 4th. No home runs, but batting 4th. Tell me how that makes sense. My stats are on the internet somewhere. When is the celeb AB video dropping? It's dropping this week, Max. How'd it go last night doing it? It went. Not going to play spoilers. All right. I don't want to give away anything. You guys have to watch it. It'll be out this week. Okay. Division 3, maybe. High school, brother. How about that? Didn't even make it to college. How about them apples? Okay. Grab bonds. Sure.
Crabward
bonds. I like that. All right. 1.5 TBs, over under. Take a peep at Jared Jones walks. Already did. The over's juiced. I'm off of it. I knew we're going to get Should have set a line for over under 9.5. Jared Jones walks comments we get today. I like how the chat is, picking up on these weird squares, though. I'm not hating at all.
It's better than people asking you about if you like Judge DBs.
Yes, it's insanely better. Steam Krabs for the Nats under twice. I mean, yeah, the Nats under. First 5 smack, though, both days. Achilles, so I got nothing to bitch about. First 5 under. Get in, get out. Best ML play today, Gabe. Personally, I think it's the Rays ML, but I'd probably go Rays ML for me. Yeah. That's my favorite ML play today. Churio, hottest hitter in baseball. Yep, should not have faded him. What's the Twitter POD? That's a good question.
What's the Twitter POD
you've seen today, Jovan? I know you've been looking.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I've definitely seen the most is Chris Sale. I would say that. There's a couple relatively close seconds, but I would say it's definitely Chris Sale right now.
All right. Somebody in chat saying, why are we not talking about the Tovar and Simeon run squares? I mean, the Tovar square is crazy. It's at a half earned run, so I'm going to pull up this and see if I can screen share.
Is a run square on the board?
Yeah, they have a Tovar run square, Jovan. That's pretty crazy.
He's in course.
Yeah, but it's red as ma.
He's a leadoff hitter in course? Or 2-hitter at the least? I don't mind it because I like runs in that game again.
So do I.
But
can't believe that over did not hit yesterday, though. That's insane. That didn't hit yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get some extra inning last second splooges, but we did not. What did that end at? 4-3? Jesus, man. It was never squaring up and fading Dallas Keuchel, dude. That was stupid. That was dumb. All right, let me see if I can screen share this shit.
Two games on board. Layouts are cheeks.
Here we go.
Cheeks. Let's pivot out of course.
Here we go, chat.
How do we get this up and moving?
Yeah, they got the Tovar run square that is red as ma. Krabs, Joe Davis ruined your Diamondbacks ticket before Seawald comes out. He goes, Seawald, he's 15 for 15 and saves since coming back. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I didn't even hear that. I was listening to the fucking Dodgers broadcast. That is moose shit. Oh. Come on, man. Give me a break. Tovar was up yesterday, too. I mean, look at that square, dude.
He's up like every day. Still weird.
At smack eventually, right?
Yeah. Might be the day.
Might be the day. There it is. What was the other square that he was talking about? Not Tovar, but somebody else's run. Was it Simeon, I believe? Yeah, Simeon.
Yeah, probably. See, that's another leadoff hitter, though. So it's never weird.
It's still a little weird, though.
Against Missouri.
Yeah. Nothing to move the needle for me. Not in a rush to take those, but I definitely wouldn't be taking the less than runs.
Yeah, if we were taking one of them, I definitely would be down to take Tovar.
Yeah. Okay. Agreed. Big name Simeon could stay off. I'm with you. Okay. Bro, I'm blown. They had a Davis Bertans square up earlier today, Jovan. I don't know if you saw that one, but they had a Davis Bertans. I know we missed it. It started up at like noon my time. Brutal. Oh, I was hoping we could fade them today.
Yes.
I think that's the bonus.
We're absolutely investing back in the Crone Zone and Jackson Merrill today.
They got Jose Alvarado up in this puppy.
No way they got Jose Alvarado.
They got him up and moving. You're telling me he's not jacking shots? He's at 17 and a half. He's higher than Sabonis.
Look at that squad. Jose Alvarado, George Condit, Tremont Waters.
Tremont Waters is crazy. Huh. Bro, he's got the highest point square on the board.
I mean, yeah, he's the only NBA player there, isn't he?
Well,
Or
besides
any
Giannis.
actual.
No, there's some
or-
guys.
Well, I was talking about on his team. Only NBA
You don't
player
know-
that actually gets minutes.
You don't know Victor Liz or Gene Monteros?
Those are different teams. It's Dominican
Oh.
Republic.
I don't know who those guys are. Bruno Fernando. Respect him.
Willie Hernan Gomez up there. Goat.
This is a geek, dudes.
Sabonis up the middle.
Diabite. Wasn't this the guy from UVA?
No. Different guy.
Different Diabite?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, any hot dog eating contest bets for tomorrow? Ooh. There's a free square. Do not forget to use this, you fuckers. Okay? There's a free square that the squad earned, I believe. I don't know if they did or not, but Joffrey Esper. More than half a hot dog. Unless this man chokes on the first dog. We're in business here. We got to find something to pair this with. Guys, who's going to win this contest? I guess they gave us the guy with the highest line. It might be Esper.
Might be
They've
him.
got combos. They got Paige Sporanic. No way Paige Sporanic is competing in this contest.
Bro,
Jovan,
what?
you see this? They've got her eating 6.75 dogs.
She needs 7 dogs, man.
That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah, we found out firsthand. There's no way she's guzzling like that.
I mean, yeah, dude. I like that less than, to be honest with you. We might have to craft something up here.
We might.
This guy, you're telling me this dude's eating 50 dogs. The lights could be too bright.
Could be too bright. I guess what? He's got to be the favorite, though.
Yeah, he's probably the fave.
Highest number. I assume that's why they picked him to be the free.
Although, don't let
square.
James Webb get hot. It might be too late.
James Webb could ask Q's, dude. What's the deal with the 0.75? Do they like count half?
Yeah, I guess. They count the half dogs. Somebody like fucking picking up the scraps and measuring them, making sure they ate a full half dog. How does that work?
That's what I was questioning. Like, what, bro?
Dude, this is, you know what? It should always be a brat contest because the brats are 10 times better than the dogs. Okay, and this is the biggest L of the Nats season this year. Not the fact that we just blew our last 2 games against the Mets in extra innings, but they had these unbelievable brats. They're gone. They're not in the park anymore. It's just dogs at Nats Park. It's an absolute travesty in the Diamond Club. Cash the over half. Name mentions in the Diamond Club, but
Diamond Club W's.
an absolute travesty in the Diamond Club. No brats. Come on. It's 2024 and we can't have brats. Figure it out. Figure out the logistics. Pay a little bit more. All right, make it happen. That is ridiculous. Unacceptable. And no Joey Chestnut on July 4th is also unacceptable. Come
Really
on,
weird.
guys.
Really
Come on.
weird.
We got another chick. This chick's at 27.5. I believe it's a chick, Michelle.
I'd hope it's a chick.
27.5. Jesus, Javon. You tell me that chick's guzzling 28 dogs?
Dude, she's got to be guzzling, bro. It's probably guzzling 30.
Diamond Club sounds like the premier Nat strip club. I don't know how it sounds like a strip club, Richie, but it might be better.
Could be.
Some people say it might be better. Yep. Not the way the Nats are playing right now, I'll tell you that much. God. Blowing it. Go check her IG. She def guzzles. Okay. I think I'll leave that to you, J. Russ. And if you already did that, that's a crazy move. But and putting that out in public that you looked that up is also a crazy move. But I'll let that be. I'll let that be off to the side. Okay. Let's reel it back in here, folks. Let's get out of the Glizzy tab here. Get the fuck out of here. We can't be just fading Paige Pranic on a whim. I haven't done any research on this event. Any PLL leans? Yeah, we got PLL leans. Although Javon probably wants to go over some MLB.
Yeah, we can go over some MLB first. Isn't PLL Friday, right?
Yeah, we could talk about that, although I won't be here, but I'll give you all the ammo you need.
Oh, yeah,
for
true.
that. I'll give you all the ammo you need.
Sure.
Let me see if I can share this puppy instead. Sure. There we go. Probably got to zoom in, huh?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, folks.
There we
All
go.
right, Jovan, why don't you take us through some of these games we haven't talked about yet? We still have 25 minutes, and there's plenty of games we haven't touched on. You want to take us through them, and we can start out in Cleveland?
Sure. Got Eric Fuddy on the bump. Gavin Williams return.
Yeah.
I would like to say that's a decently square under. I was just kind of expecting an 8 total, not 8.5, which is kind of keeping me a little off it. I know there's a White Sox bullpen tax in pretty much every game they play. Usually Eric Fedde gets a little more respect for this, though, even against the guards. So everything about that game just screams really weird to me. So I think I'm kind of off that. But I don't know. Are you backing your guy today at all?
No. I don't want to back him. I don't want to bet that game. That game stinks. They put up a Fedde earned run square. I didn't think it was that weird. But they do have a Fedde earned run square.
Yeah.
Gave up 4 in his last start. I believe the over was juiced. That's when I stopped looking at this. But I got no opinions. I don't know. I don't want to fade him. I don't want to fade my goats. But I also don't think he's going to go out there and pitch a complete game shutout. So probably not going to bet that game, for being completely honest.
You did face him already and through, 2 wildly different outings. He gave up 5 runs in 5 innings. First time he pitched in Cleveland, then he faced them in the South Side and threw 6 shutouts. So I don't know what version we're going to see today, because he has been a lot worse on the road. And that is where he's back today.
Okay. All right. So let's go Fetty Wap. I guess gun in my head, I probably would take the White Sox plus 1.5, but that's just backing them with your hard-earned money is just never a good plan, really. Typically not.
Not the best
Typically
play.
not. Do you have thoughts on Cardinals Pirates in that game?
A little bit. Kind of like the Cardinals again. Seems relatively similar to yesterday. Don't feel nearly as strong about it because I don't like Kyle Gibson, or don't like Michaelis as much as I like Kyle Gibson in that spot.
Right.
The Pirates need a pitcher. Like, if you really want to dominate the Pirates, strike out a good amount of people. And Kyle Gibson struck out like the first, 5 of 6 batters or something like that, and then coasted the rest of the way for the most part. But I think Michaelis could be all right. He's like veteran pitchers. I talked about it with Kyle Gibson yesterday. Miles Michaelis is just the same, just a very different approach. Like, the Pirates have been dog shit against. So I would not be surprised to see the same thing happen today.
Yeah, I actually want to take them on the ML at plus chicken. I want to back the Cardinals here and fade Jared Jones, who does have that weird walk square up that we're not going to touch today, Chad. We're going to let that splooge off to the side. But and we already talked about the Marlins game, Dominic Rado. We like the over. We like runs in that game. But I like the Cardinals on the ML here, plus check, coming down from plus 110 to plus 105-ish. I want to back Miklas, who's got that high ERA, the veteran, against Jones, who's low-key been struggling a little bit recently with his command. I think the Cardinals could take advantage. I like them at plus check.
Sure. I think I'm in.
Okay. What else? What about, can you talk about the Nats and how you think this game's going to go today? We got Marijuana Mitch on the bump for the Nats. We got Christian Scott, who's pretty solid, but a righty for the Mets. How do we think game 3 of the series plays out?
I think it could be kind of a carbon copy of what we've seen already. I do think, like, out of the pitchers that have gone for the Nats, I think I like Mitchell Parker probably the least out of the 3 as terms of like matchup against the Nats or against the Mets. So maybe this is the best we see the Mets offense early in the game instead of just off the bullpen. I don't really know what to expect out of Christian Scott. It's a righty, so I mean, better for the Nats on paper, but he's been really, really good, and he's coming back up now. So I don't know what the leash is going to look like for him. There's a lot of question marks. But again, like, it's hard to believe that the Mets late in this game just aren't going to continue to score off the Nats bullpen. So it's probably the Mets. Maybe you need a little less late game splooge in the last 2 days, but it's probably going to be the same.
Dude, you don't think the Nats salvage the series and steal 1? Did you see who gave up more runs last night? Hunter Harvey?
Yeah.
Host.
Maybe they steal 1 tomorrow, though, Krabs.
He's
Jake
toast.
Irvin. Jake Irvin's pitching tomorrow. That's your guy.
Jake Irvin, all reliable. Jake Irvin gets no respect. You know who should be our all-star? Jake Irvin. Jake Irvin is a fucking stud.
Yeah.
Jake Irvin gets no respect, no love. He's boring. I don't know. Like, I feel like he's just was never really a hyped up prospect. Doesn't really do anything cool. I don't know. But the guy has like the top 3 swing and miss percentage in baseball in the strike zone. He's got nasty swing and miss stuff. Nobody's been able to crack the code. He keeps getting better. He's one of those dudes who was not the highest prospect, doesn't throw the hardest, doesn't have the best stuff, but he goes out there and competes the hardest, and he's a baseball player. Kid's an absolute stud. He's a centerpiece of our rotation for years to come. A 3, not a 1, but a 3 in our rotation. I'm all in on Jake Irvin. He deserves his flowers. He really does, because he never gets them ever. Nobody gives a fuck about Jake Irvin. That dude's a beast. CJ might go off if he's playing today. He will be playing today, but I don't know if he's going to be going off. He's actually been hitting better against lefties. Under's a good look.
That's your perfect recipe for tomorrow, because they get Jose Quintana versus Jake Irvin at 11 a.m. in the morning. So maybe if
that's who was supposed to originally pitch today.
Yeah, so maybe you go. Maybe the Nats go down 3-0 and they salvage the last game of the series.
Yeah, Jake Irvin related to Cole Irvin? No, he's not. No. But I take Jake Irvin 10 times out of 10. That's my guy. All right, let's keep moving and grooving here. Also, I found my high school stats if you want to look at them. They've been located.
Have they?
Dude, I crushed the ball. Senior year.
Raking.
Led the team in hits.
Wow.
Led the team in hits. You guys want to see him, or are you absolutely hating your life right now with me talking about this? Probably a little bit of both. I was not a good baseball player growing up. I've talked about it. I was like the worst kid on the team growing up. Once we got to high school, though, I started to figure it out. Brendan Luis Arias Krabs. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the player I was, to be honest with you. Gap to gap.
Luis Arias.
A lot of doubles. Led the team in hits.
Krabs quality.
Tied with my buddy here. My stats were nice, bro. Does this have stats for me here? Yeah, it does. Let's see. What was my weight? 200 pounds? God, I was fucking slender man back then, dude. That's crazy. I haven't been 200 pounds in years.
Slender.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Oh, I need to go back, I think. This is like my game stats, dude. We don't need that. I have the stats here, though. Batting average, all leaders. Here we go, dude. 321.
321,
Him. 86 at bats. I worked my way in the lineup. I nestled my way in. Okay, wasn't even starting at the beginning of the year, but I hit so well they had to put me in there. I DH'd a lot of the year. 81 at bats. 16 runs. God, I was a fucking demon on the base paths. Second on the team in runs.
Sprinting.
Second on the team. Most in hits. I mean, me and my buddy Max, who played first base as well, and I was also a first baseman, he was committed. I was the only kid on the team starting in the lineup who was not committed to go play in college. He played mainly first base. I played a little bit of first. And we were kind of the two guys leading the charge that year offensively. You know, we were supposed to be really good.
That one triple had to have been electric.
You know, I did have a triple. People forget that. And I also want on record that a lot of the dads around would go in and tinker with their kids' stats. My dad didn't know how to work this shit. He wasn't doing that. But I'll tell you right now, a lot of these kids, I'm looking here, I'm not going to call them out by name. They might even be watching, but I know these guys didn't hit 400.
No.
I know for a fucking fact some of these kids didn't hit 400, but they were trying to go to college. They're trying to get recruited, play some ball. Some of these stats are fucking bullshit. I'm just going to say it right now.
I remember
mine are honest as ape, as
so
usual.
Like when I was in high school and I started doing like some of the back end stuff, when I gave up because our entire team was committed fucking D1, I was not touching field. So like I started working with like the coaches on like the back end stuff. They made like a rule because it used to be like you could just have a login and input it in Max Preps, but at least in Florida, you had to have it like linked to, I mean, you're still putting in the stats, but you had to have it linked to like a game changer and put like a screenshot of the book, like the physical book of somebody taking the stats too. So like you can't do that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, because people were fucking lying. People were fibbing. Yeah. Ridiculous. Gosh, man, I remember, I mean, this senior year, I was just absolutely going crazy up there. No nukes. It's hard to hit nukes in high school, though, to be honest with you. But I was in the action, chat. I'll tell you that much. I was involved. 321. We take that.
Went to high
Take that
school with
any day
any
of the week.
big leaguers right now. I have a lot of friends that are in the minors, not actually in the bigs yet. Because I graduated high school in 2019, so they're on their way.
You got anybody who's got a chance?
Yeah, a couple of people. One of my friends is, you remember the pitcher for Wake Forest who talked shit before the Florida game and then ended up
Not
giving
the
up the
Savage
walk-off?
kid.
Savage?
Yes, they have a kid with the last name Savage on Wake Forest. He's about to get top 10 in the draft. Not him.
No, Manassi. Okay. You already got drafted. All the guys already got drafted. But
okay.
Yeah, he's comes from our tree. You got a guy who went to Tulane and just got drafted by the Yankees or by the Tigers. Camden got drafted by the Yankees, but we got a lot of guys making their way up the system.
Fuck yeah. It's an absolute grind.
Yeah, big time grind.
Krabs led the team in sack bunts. I can't tell if he's fucking with me or not. I already closed the tab. God damn it. You know what? That triggers me because growing up, my coach would always make me sack bunt or fake sack bunt. I don't know why he would do that. That did not help with my confidence, I'll tell you that much. I'll never forget, we were down in Florida, Disney Wild World of Sports, that crazy complex down there in Florida. I think Orlando, I believe. Yep. Yeah, sick event, sick tournament. We actually did pretty well in that tournament. We were moving and grooving through the standings, and I got pinch hit for in a game because I was so bad. I'll never forget. If you get pinch hit for in a game when you're playing in middle school, that's when you might want to hang them up, by the way. You're probably not going to the league. Should have known it then, but that one hurts. And I still remember that moment. That was a big one in my life. If you're getting yanked out of middle school games, man, that's an issue. You got to get back to the drawing board. Maybe switch sports, to be honest with you. Yeah. I was so bad growing up, dude. So bad.
Dude, you know, my least favorite moment, I think, of all time. This was actually like JV. So this was like freshman year. It was literally like a rehab stint for a dude, a guy named Brennan Malone, who went to IMG, and he was like I think he got drafted in the first round, but this was like our freshman year before, like our entire freshman team was so mid because everybody played up on varsity at that point if you had any sort of talent because they're all D1. It's like we were mid, and then we caught Brennan Malone, who like tore his elbow or something, but he was like coming in as like a round 1 draft prospect, and like I think second game of freshman year, we're facing him, and he's pumping 95 in our faces, and we didn't touch a single baseball. It was actually unreal.
Like actually 95 miles an hour?
More than that. He was sitting 95, which is ridiculous.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we saw like the whole IMG factory and all of those teams, like all 4 years of high school. It was just freshman fall at that. He comes in a little like rehab start against our freshman team, and I was done. I was so done.
Turnermax said he faced Phil Bickford in high school. He was also sitting 95.
Bickford.
Jesus. Yeah, I never faced anybody throwing 95. Faced a guy throwing low 90s on the Virginia Tech baseball field for a summer tournament, and that was impossible. That was the fastest. I don't think I got a hit off of him. Went to high school with Nick Schnell. He's in the Rays system. Not to be confused with Nick Senzel. Nick Schnell. Okay, W picks with Deesh. Anybody else play with anybody cool? Pedroia took me yard. The ball is still flying. Jesus, Cheesy, how old are you, bruh? What are you, 60? You play with Pedroia? God, that's like my favorite player of all time. Okay, so no more MLB. Yeah, Parra said cut the shit. Enough small talk. Enough fun. He said I'm out.
We got time.
I want to look at the odds for James Wood to hit a nuke.
Krabs, man.
Whoa, those are way shorter after going 0 for yesterday.
Well, yeah, because he's not facing a lefty now.
Yeah.
So I know he's fine against lefties, but still lefty home run odds are going to be ballooned compared to what they actually are.
Plus 425, that's some respect. You might never get him at that number ever again. It's like when CJ Abrams last year was plus 900 to go yard. You might never see James Wood at plus 400 ever again. It might be plus 200 every game like Judge. You might never see him at this price Get him while he's hot. Get him on this discount. Okay. Jovan, I'll come back to this and clip it when he hits a nuke today. Perfect.
Hey, wouldn't doubt it.
Let me get a score prediction for the Nats and Mets. What do you got?
7-4 Mets.
7-4 Mets. Got a free parlay piece for you. Joey Meneses, less than half a home run. This guy should be minus 7,000 to be less than a home run.
That's unreal.
He has zero power. He should be so fucking long of odds on the, less than half a home run that they shouldn't even offer it on the board. The fact that he's inside minus 1,000 is crazy to me.
That is
To be
crazy.
completely honest with you, that's crazy.
Maybe he's hit one
And he
today
just hit
then.
the nuke today. Sure. Yep. Who else can I talk into here? Who else can we pair him with? Oh, Luis Garcia has been so bad. There's no way this guy hits a nuke tonight. There's no way. He's been terrible. I don't even know if he's going to play. He might still be benched. James Wood, yeah, no fucking chance he's hitting a nuke tonight. Come on. The only reason he's that short is because he's going against a righty. When does that pay out? You can't parlay him because these books below deck and they're not giving you free money.
GG.
Could be James Wood day, folks. Could be. All right. Enough fun. You guys hate fun today more than me. We got 10 minutes left, Jovan. You talked about Chris Sale being the court POD. I feel like this wouldn't be BTL if we didn't address how we could fade or how we should fade Chris Sale if we wanted to or if the chat wanted to. How would you do it, Jovan? How would you fade Chris Sale today? Is it simply squaring up and backing the Giants at plus 170 on the ML? Is it fading them on Prize Picks? What would you do?
I don't know. It's Twitter POD. I'm not particularly excited to fade it because when the Giants have paid out, it's been against a lot of corp righties. Really hasn't been against lefties. So I'm not gonna say I feel super confident in Chris Sale doing his job tonight. I'm just not super anti against it like I was with Luis Heel yesterday.
Yeah,
it's a little different. But I think if you're taking something in that game, I think Jordan Hicks should be more the story than Chris Sale. Obviously, we have a 7.5 total. The game's not in San Fran, so I guess that makes it a little more significant. I would take his strikeouts over Chris Sale, the way the Braves have been looking against a lot of high velo pitchers lately. So I think he's going to pitch well and go bar for bar with Chris Sale.
Huh. So who's stopping us from sprinkling on the Giants ML?
Not I.
What do we think, chat? Too cute or just cute enough? Plus 170. Depends on where you look. That's some serious plus chicky value. All you got to do is, be willing to lock in a fade against Chris Sale, the best pitcher in baseball this year. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
If they didn't win just yesterday, I would be a little more excited to do it. But
okay. All right. Any other games, any other plays you want to mention before we get to the sharp reports? The squad rides. We're going to spend some time on that today.
Brewers, Rockies, potentials.
Over.
I think I want to do that, Krabs.
They've got that Rhea 3.5 run square up now. Once again, that's juice to the under. So I didn't want to take that or put that on the sharp report, but I still like the over.
It's pretty weird that he's even up there, I would say. Not just for the square because it's red, but it's also every time he comes out, they do the same thing they do with Bryce Wilson. They put an opener in front of him, and we're probably, I would have to guess, going to see that announcement again today. They're going to put some lefty in front of him. It's he's going to have a shortened-ish start. So you either get, a really short start and they have a 3.5 run square up that's really weird, or you're going to get him as a starter where he's been much worse, just like Bryce Wilson, same instance. So, I think the Rockies are scoring runs today, and Dakota Hudson been kind of good on the road, not at home. And I think it's more than the fact that he's just in Coors. He's just also doesn't match up against a lot of the teams that he's faced in Coors, and I don't think he matches up well today. So after that game's soared under, we're probably getting runs today.
I'm with you. I like the over in that game. I'm down to go back. I'm not scared. Sign me up. Couple other questions from the chats. They're all liking the Brew Crew minus 1.5. I'm not liking that too much. I think Rhea might get moosed up. I like the Rockies, to be honest with you, tonight. But I do like that over the best in that game.
Yeah.
People are asking about the San Diego and Texas total. I like the over in that game, but I do think John Gray does his job. I know Jovan might disagree, though.
I do kind of disagree. Not gonna lie. Plus,
You like
you
the
know what
under?
scares me? No, I mean, I don't have a strong total lean because if I'm fading the Rangers, realistically, like I'm not necessarily fading because I think it's going to be a shootout, even though I think it could get there. Because like the Rangers, whenever they lose games, their offense just doesn't show up. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if Mazur does that today, especially if he's not walking the ballpark because the Rangers don't walk. So that would be my one concern of backing the over, because I do think the Padres bats come to play. They always do when he pitches, and they're coming off a shutout where they literally benched their entire lineup, including Cronenworth for his last AB, which was Moose.
Brutal.
So yeah, I think the Padres score runs. I'm not so sure about the Rangers.
All right. We'll see how it plays out, chat. Me versus Jovan on that one. I got the Rangers. He's got the Padres. We'll see who's sharper tonight.
Yeah.
See how it plays out. They're also asking nonstop about the Twins and Tigers game. You like anything in that one?
Not really. I mean, it's Montero against Festa, two guys with very limited sample sizes. Festa's like good.
Yeah.
They've been excited about him. He looked good against the D-backs in the first start, which was kind of a tough matchup, I would say. Definitely a lot tougher than the Tigers is going to be. So, like, I don't mind the Twins. I'm not going to lay it again, especially after we just took them yesterday when they were kind of sharp. Not really. Still the Twins against the Tigers, but it was skewball. I don't know. I think I'm just good on that game.
Think I'm with you. I don't want to bet that game. Let's take our coins from yesterday and run.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in. Sign me up. All right. Chat, let's lock in here. Unless Jovan's got any other Jovan nugs or plays he wants to talk about, let's go ahead and hop over to these squad rides. Jovan, you in?
Yeah. Don't think I have anything else, so we can get to it.
All right. We don't have any goods, but I'm going to give you guys the train. Let's get moving and grooving. Let's hop into it. All right. W's. All right, chats. Let me see if I can get this poll dusted off. Let me see if I can get it up and moving. I got it. Yep. What do we like the most today, chats? Let me know. Let me know. Jovan, you as well, please. Let me know what you like the best today from your plays. We can just go ahead and cancel out the Rangers and Padres, but you want to put the A's and Angels in there?
Yeah, I think we definitely put each of our favorite two plays in there. A's, Angels over, and your Rays ML.
You like the Reds plus 1.5?
I do like the Reds plus 1.5.
Okay. Rays ML's going in there as well. Sure. Goods. What about that Phillies Cubs under?
I think I'm in on that.
I like that play a lot. Phillies Cubs under 7, 7.5.
7.5, I still see.
Is that what it's still sitting at right now?
Yep.
All right, I'm down to put that in there. Let's see. Is there one more play we talked about on the stream today that you were digging or no?
I would say either Rockies over, or I guess we didn't talk too much about this after we brought it up the first time. Maybe the M's.
Ooh, the Mariners. But it's against the Orioles. I don't know if we can do it.
And I was about to say that is we did kind of make coin on the Orioles yesterday.
No, I didn't bet them though, because you guys look, you're welcome. I told you if I bet them, they were kicked. I stayed off. I rooted you guys on. They came through. You're welcome. Okay. But me putting financial units on a game involving the Orioles means moose shit, is what that means.
I could be moose.
Plain and simple. That's moose shit. Now, here's an interesting angle because it was supposed to be Corbin Burns pitching today, right? Originally. And now it's Kramer. And when it was Corbin Burns pitching, we had a juiced under 7.5 total in that game. Now we got Dean Kramer. Jovan, the total's at 7 in this game. Is that not weird? Is that not low? I like the under in that game. I think we get another low-scoring, gross under game in Seattle.
I like the under. I don't think it's weird because it is in Seattle. It's like, what, yesterday's game, close 6.5. Obviously, like better two group of pitchers with Grayrod and George Kirby, but I don't know like any pitcher that I feel super confident about taking them out for the Orioles that I would say the Mariners are just going to destroy.
Right. But the move from Corbin Burns to Kramer and the total dropping, that's a big difference in a starting pitcher for the O's in this game.
Was Corbin Burns ever like confirmed, or was it just kind of assumed? If it went from Burns to Kramer in the total move, that's one thing. But if it went from TBD to Kramer,
I mean, I saw Burns on the tracking apps. I saw Burns on the books. I don't know where else it would be confirmed, like from the team or one of the beat reporters.
I know when we were looking at it, we were talking about it yesterday. It didn't say Corbin Burns. It just said TBD for both games, today and tomorrow.
So maybe that was just what I was looking at on the scoreboard here.
Could be.
On one of the tracking apps. All right. Well, we won't put that in there then. We're not as confident. If we don't know, I don't want to even deal with that. But I do like the under in that game was my point. With Dean Kramer involved.
I'm still with you there.
Why don't we just roll with these four Geysermans? Or we could put in the Rockies over if you want. I do like that over. You want to put that puppy in there?
I'm down to put that in there.
Yeah, I like that play as well. Brewers and Rockies over 11.5. Sure. All right, chat. I'm going to get this poll up and moving here. We're going to run it for 2 minutes. All right, the poll is up. Okay, let me screen share this shit. The poll is up in the Twitch chats. All right, guys? Show some fucking heart. There it is. Feast your eyes. It's beautiful.
Beauties.
Get your votes in, chats. All right? I want to see 100 votes. There's 500 plus people in here right now. No excuses. No reason why we can't get 100 votes, at least. Okay? 5 plays, 5 winners, chat, for the squad ride today. Let's stay hot. All right? You guys keep clicking the right buttons as you've been doing. 5 plays, 5 winners. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in your vote in the Twitch poll. Angels, A's over 8.5. We got the Reds plus 1.5. The Rays on the ML. Phillies and Cubs under 7.5. And we got the Brew Crew and the Rockies over 11.5. Hurry up. Lock the fuck in. All right.
This might be one of the more even polls we've had in a while.
We haven't seen one of these in a minute, folks.
Yeah.
We haven't seen one of these polls in a minute. All right. Lock in. Let's see where we end up here. Can we get a 3-way tie? 3-way tie means no squad ride today. Is what that whole day's canceled. So don't make it happen. Don't even try. Don't even test me. Don't even try. Okay, I don't want to fucking deal with that today. No chance. No fucking chance, dude.
Reds might win by 10. They're the one getting swept.
God, the Reds. Nobody wants them ever. Nobody wants the Reds. The Rays not getting as much love as I thought. We're getting total love in the Angels-A's game and the Phillies-Cubs.
The Rays are right there. They're still in the mix a little bit.
They're in the hunt, but they're losing steam here. Guys, we only got about 5 seconds. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Lock the fuck in. All right, get your votes. Hurry up. Go, go, go. No gatekeeping. All right, get your votes in now. Don't save it till the end. You might fuck it up. Okay, who's it going to be? Oh, would you look at that? Ooh. The Angels and the A's over. Wow. Okay. I could deal with that. Jovan's favorite play of the day as of right now. All right.
Yeah, we don't get 8 to 8.5 at Oakland too often, Krabs.
No, we don't. I like runs in this game. I think the A's will be the ones supplying the runs, to be completely honest with you. I think they put up a good game today. I think they show up and show out. Yeah. All right. W's. Chat, we're already over our time here, so we'll go ahead and let you be. I believe we have a surge after this.
Do we?
We have Trent.
I don't think so.
You don't think we do?
Could be tripping, but I don't think so.
Anybody in chat know if we got a surge? Let me know.
Pretty sure he said Sweats was his last stream before he left yesterday.
Damn, bro. If I knew that, I could have probably ran it. I got to do 7 million things before I could leave for this trip tomorrow. All right, chat. Look, we got a squad ride over 8.5 Angels A's. I know you guys are going to absolutely beg me to do the stream today. I'm not going to do it today. I can't. All right, I got to do some shit. I got meetings after this too. All right. Not today. Cannot run it. All right. But I promise we'll get it figured out for Friday. Okay. We'll have somebody host it on Friday. All right.
Maybe a
Squad ride.
Maybe I'll get a spaces up and moving today. So
Ooh.
I might do that for the people.
Jovan Pickett spaces. Potentials.
Yeah. Might do that for the people.
Okay. All right. When did Krabs get soft? Love it. Okay. All right, guys. Look, W stream today. Let's stay hot. All right. We had a great day on the Sharp Report yesterday. Let's dial in. Let's hope you guys clicked the right button. I have a feeling you did. Angels A's over 8.5. We'll meet you guys at the cash counter after it smacks. All right, squads?
Do it.
W's. All right. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. No, tomorrow, actually. We've got the 4th of July. I hope you guys have a great holiday. All right. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Relax. Don't do anything too crazy. All right. Enjoy yourselves. Have some beers. Go cook out. Go chill out. Enjoy your day off. All right, guys. Please regroup, recharge those batteries. We'll catch you again on Friday. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing.
We'll be.
Peace, gents. W. Jovan.